After you've worked with the system for a while, some of the indicators can become your favorites. Like the trend red, for example, is by far the most watched indicator, allowing us to quickly identify what's happening. But the trend indicator lines are the most fun to deal with. And in this example, we have the three narrow lines up and the three wide lines down. And that's a real typical pattern that you see for gaps, and or at least in this configuration. It typically, I'm in the symbol called AKAM, and in looking at the trend chart, you have green, red, and gray all up, and the trend trio, blue, pink, and yellow, all down. And gray happens to have gone up above the blue, which is a good indication. Sometimes you'll see zip green do the same thing as it does in this example. And when that happens, it's like the same thing that occurs in zip red. When zip red has a peak, a spike up peak, a strong up peak, the zip gray will oftentimes be above it, 1, 2, 3, 4 points. When the gray is above zip red, it increases the probability of a next day down, price next day down. If red peak can have a higher probability. But in this example, as you can see in the price chart, we also have price green and red and blue in a bottlenose. There's another bottlenose down here with swing in the swing Zion chart that is a part of the reaction to this. Remember, a bottlenose is 3 days up with the middle line and a low angle up, and notches are up, down, up, but bottlenoses are 3 days up. And you have a situation here also with zip yellow and power yellow on a peak, barring the green, zip green there. And that can be typical in a gap down pattern also. Zip gray, you may not be able to tell here real well, but zip gray and zip red are in divergence, indicating some kind of movement. And when you have divergence, similar to this, like when you have one indicator that's in a divergent situation, it's telling you that there's something out of whack, something's going to happen, but it doesn't tell you necessarily which direction the price is going to move. You have to look at the other indicators and see what the other indicators are saying. And in this case, we have 4 bottlenoses up. We have 3 low angle down patterns that turn into bottlenose down the next day they turn into a bottlenose down. We have 6 bottom of cycle lower patterns, and we have 1 bottom of cycle higher pattern. And besides the primary observation pattern, and that is the 3 trend narrow lines up, gray, green, and red, and the 3 wide lines, or the trend trio, pink, blue, and yellow, down. So those three lines are 3-3 divergent as well. And that causes strong movements in price when you see that in these indicators. And so it's another good example of a gap down. I hope I didn't miss. Sometimes I find myself missaying the wrong names for things, and I've reviewed a number of the videos and tried to make sure that doesn't happen, but it seems there's always something that could happen. So be aware of your surroundings. Think about your long-term, or excuse me, your short-term trend lines. The trend trio, the power green and the power orange with the swing red and green, those lines tell you a lot, because there's forces that are hidden inside of those lines that have yet to move, and because they're a slow moving line. So it's exciting to have these indicators and this system. Keep reviewing, keep analyzing. As you do, your knowledge simply grows. The three pattern system is a very effective way to always trade high probability trades, and so it's, again, if you haven't had a chance to review the three-step formula or read the history section, the history section is great. If you haven't done so, I really encourage you to read that, because it tells you significant parts of how and why the system was built. So that's it for now.